Oh,
Vaco.
That's Feredir coming in at the door.
Owner of
John,
the...
what's going on?
I'm reading this article, Feredir. Owner of the theater in the Black Chapel district in the Mazzano level has gone through what can arguably be of great emotional stress. The businessman had previously repaired parts of the theater from an attack years ago by the terrorist group ABAP. Nothing but mongrels and miscreants, that lot. I said in our interview, innocents murdered by a gold Dracara, a changeling, a Goliath, and an automaton, likely hired by the petty warlord under Cyrus Angmar's thumb. No, by a petty warlord. I thought the worst was behind us, but it appears not. Feredir, they forgot the part where there was a gorilla in the theater.
Oh, egads.
On June 2205 UC, terrorists belonging to the paramilitia calling themselves XILA attacked the theater in an effort to eliminate various Kularan and Xarkellan politicians in attendance, resulting in 19 killed and 54 injured. Some were taken to the Blackwell Clinic while others were shipped off to nearby hospitals and medical facilities. Cherugians and guards were on the scene shortly after to aid others. I'm more than happy to hire Argonauts and mercenaries to march down to the Mazzano and Sump Level and take the fight to these barbarians, I said. These bottom feeders will not scare us into submission, putting out a $1 million bounty on the capture of the Duke of the Deep. You hear this, Feredir?
$1 million.
Let it be
Absolutely incredible.
Let it be known, Miss. Let it be known, Miss La Rosa. XILA does not get to fuck with the Lai family. They didn't censor that. They published it with swear. The Lai theater is currently on hiatus. Workers have made multiple reports about ghosts stalking them. Another fell while repairing parts of the ceiling, but is thankfully undergoing a speedy recovery. Are they doing the recovery here, or?
I don't know, dude. Look at me.
I don't know why I asked this as John. Excuse Percy. Wouldn't happen to be the person who's recovering here, would they?
Oh no, they're in a separate area.
That's fucked up. It'd be so funny if I could go over and be like, "Are you the man who fell?"
Are you okay?
Miyakulai is willing to hire anyone to look into the matter. Mr. Minsu Chan from Balkar's Bridge has given out a warning that should anyone accept, they should proceed into the theater with caution and be armed. If there are ghosts, Chan said, best be prepared to fight.
I mean, you were already kind of investigating it as part of your obligation to Dr. Somi. Granted, you don't even have to help him, but you are sticking around because nothing else specifically going on at the moment, and $1 million is $1 million, you know.
Yeah. True. $1 million do be $1 million.
And,
I mean, yeah.
And at some point, a telepathic message would have been sent your way. You know who it's from, because the message says that should you find your way around the waterways of the Sump Level, a nautiloid could be yours again.
Man.
Now, how do you feel about
Sir
that?
Grar. Stupid bitch.
As Blackwell kind of finishes up her diagnostics report on her computer screen here, she looks over and says, "Oh, Johnathan, it's been a while. How are you?"
I'm quite all right, Dr. Blackwell. How are you?
Things have been looking pretty nice. The worst is behind us at the moment with that incident with the landlady, but V and their girlfriend they're doing just fine, and we've managed to expand the
But
clinic.
how about B?
Did you see that in the straight face?
Does Johnathan know?
Probably not.
Okay, then he would ask.
She's like, "Oh, that's right. So B no longer wanted to go by that alias. They'd rather go by V."
Ah.
Because that's not confusing.
Feredir, you say as you approach. What's the word? keep track of people on the second floor, but she's general staff.
Wait. If V is now a pharmacist, so this is the clinic, and you now have a pharmacy at the top?
Oh no, I mean, V just makes the drugs, and the clinic's just down here for additional aid, help.
So the second floor is just an expansion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the third
I
floor,
understand.
Yeah, and the third floor is V's personal apartment. It's really nice. Don't worry, the cat's still there.
Good.
Kai with a Q. I read the article earlier.
You could change the letter, but it is still that poor sweet kitty.
You think
Still
back
has
to
an
the
association
cat.
with a terrorist.
You think back to the cat and just standing still on the coffee table. He pulled up and rolled the best card out of any of them. Got a free castle somewhere. She got a palace card. And she's like, hey, look, a replacement to Jeremy. He rolled up and rolled skull. Just straight up immediately fought a girl. And then he got a palace card. And then fought the president. And then he died.
So what does his palace guard do then?
Goes up, falls to his knees in a Walmart.
Does it guard
Commits
his
seppuku.
Does it guard his grave until the end of time?
I will let you know the palace guard just goes to Funami.
He finds her. She's like talking to the new palace guard. He shows him. He goes, "I lost my master, but I feel something about you. I am drawn to you. I swear my life to you."
I've seen deep ones congregate around. Well, I've seen and he kind of pulls out some of the photos, and you guys recognize them. One of them's the Strix, one of them's the human guy with the demon kind of hanging around him. He goes, I've seen some of these XILA members, not exactly speaking, but trying to communicate with these deep ones. It's unnatural for humans to be so casually approached by the deep ones, unless someone in XILA is an affiliate of that cult of the Great Dreamer.
I'm so jealous you can actually re-roll using hero points, you best.
You're a patron. You hear a bit of just the ocean waves, you know? Then you feel like you're submerged. Not the physical sensation, but the auditory sensation. And you kind of look around. You find yourself on an amorphous beach. And you see a figure slowly swimming up onto the shore. Their visage is kind of vague, but you can tell who that might be, just kind of by intuition. Your patron has informed you, perhaps through this vision or perhaps through this message, that the person with a connection to him is the Duke of the Deep. You look closer to a Triton, a merfolk, than you do a half-elf now. You are fully, like, light blue, sea blue skin pigmentation.
Imagine I'm gonna come out of the trance and I'm gonna look down and be like, God damn it, not again.
Somebody shoots you, look like, again.
Yeah, it's happened before. I used to have a bird, it had like tentacles coming out of it. It was a whole thing.
What did you find in your communion?
Well, you probably guess, but looks like the good old Duke of the Deep there is a herald, I guess.
When you unite them against a common foe.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The enemy is a divine herald, maybe, of the Great Dreamer. So, how does my plan sound to all of you? It's a general idea, but not a specific one.
The biggest concern I have of it is I can't speak to how the cultists of the Great Dreamer work, but I do know how the Yellow King's cult works. My biggest fear is at the same time, we let them fight each other, while their numbers may dwindle, they both might start branching out to get new members to keep throwing into the slaughter grounds. As a double agent of sorts.
That is also a fair point. This call does go both ways. If there were sleeper cells or those who were hidden cultists, as much as I do wish to rely on the efforts of mercenaries and argonauts, mostly the latter, there is no assurances that this will be done quickly. If anything, this could be a war of attrition, a fight that could last months. The Sump Level is only familiar to those who live down there.
I'd be more surprised if it wasn't a matter of attrition. We're dealing with cults, and not small ones. These are old, and they follow beings older than we can comprehend. To call them zealous is an understatement. They'll keep fighting until they're down to the last men.
Who otherwise? Go to the bathroom first.
So have you two had breakfast yet?
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting there, John?
I might be, because I have not had breakfast.
I'm gonna put my arm around John and be like, this is why I like you.
I'm gonna roll a d2.
Go ahead.
To see if you had breakfast.
Yeah, Adrian's stomach growls.
Oh no, he's hungry.
She just kind of awkwardly tips his head and just makes a fake cough.
You guys hear
Oh.
his stomach growling.
Boy, do we have the place to take you.
You might not believe it when you see it, but trust us. Best breakfast. This
I
side
tried him
of...
as a brothel again.
Indeed we are.
And off you go. Incredible. And I'll hear it through the phone as well.
I got stun locked. I can't finish the conversation.
What's wrong, Mel?
It's a part of his morning routine, I suppose, Adrian. I feel like every time we've come here for breakfast, he's always gotten something a little extra.
People usually don't do the deed in the middle, in early in the morning.
Well, I mean, it is the main reason for this establishment, no?
Yeah, but they're usually open at night for that type of business.
But they're open now, and Feredir is, if nothing, an opportune customer.
That he is, sir, yes, sir.
As opposed to the dress I wore.
The lack of gas mask helps. We see I assume when you're in the medical profession wearing a gas mask, it's not the best sign for patients.
I suppose not, but it helped me back then. Shall we go though to Cherios Cave? That's where we're going, right?
Yes. Sorry, I know you stopped wearing the gas mask for a bit, but I'm still... You look good, it's just an adjustment I'll have to make.
Or are you coming on to me, John?
No. No, you are in a
Ooh, hold your
committed...
horses there, John.
you are in a
These
committed,
are a committed relationship.
I would never. Anyway,
The
to the
live
cave.
Adrian reaction.
I kid, John. Let's just be on our way.
So I've heard. Time for my request. I know we already looked at it before, but we have 2 new additions, while also losing Rene. Centurion is a busy man, what can I say? But with these two and some more things we've discovered, we'd like to look back at that area of your cave again, if you would allow us.
I have no reason to refuse. All of you seem like good people, and you have done nothing but give me kindness in return. Everyone, let them pass. Everyone just kind of nods. You can see the sort of respect or command he has over the other creatures here.
I appreciate that, Shiriov. I guess my other request is, could I have the eel transport us across? With how deep this water is in my armor, I wish not to sink.
Of course. And he claps one of his two spider legs together in the chest very lightly. And he'll go back to swimming over here.
What a goober.
And I suppose we move on.
Well, I mean, either way.
You all remember the situation with Chiriov, right?
Remind me. It's been a bit.
Chiriov and his compatriots here were discriminated for their appearance. Just trying to find someone who would support them came none other than our friend the Duke of the Deep.
Right. Okay.
Chiriov's joined up with XILA in a manner of desperation. I'd hoped he wouldn't, but at the same time I can understand why.
Well,
Hopefully-
how big is this step?
You get to climb up.
Do you need assistance, B?
I should be fine.
It's probably a little hard to climb a rock wall on heels.
Still retaining the draconic wings, but now the head's morphed into octopi faces. And all the names of the gods that had been listed on there, their writing all changes. And Feredir, you recognize the names written on all four of them, and all it just says Cthulhu. And only you can read it because it's written in Relie. And
He's just gonna kind of like grimace.
I know you guys all kind of either gauge his reaction and kind of see the mechanisms turning more and more. The barrier that has been placed over here is beginning to unseal itself. They begin to wonder, was this created here to seal something in, or to keep it out? You don't know for certain.
As soon as we step in, Bon Jovi takes the statue off the thing.
And he pulls off his mask, it's ruined.
Agent of Chaos.
Bon Jovi. I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on like his shoulder blade.
He reactively puts his hand on your shoulder.
You understand the task laid before you. I trust you to fulfill it quite well. You have proven yourself to be reliable time and time again. We put our trust and faith in you.
He will nod and salute you.
Good man. Onward we go.
I'll slap Bon Jovi on the back as I'm walking past and be like, "See you soon, buddy."
And he'll give you a hug. And he will pull out his greatsword as he stands watch. Sentinel.
What a guy.
Okay. I'm gonna roll this damage, and I want to know what the fuck this is. Oh, that's right, because I put decaying on my
Yeah.
crossbow. I forgot about
You wanna
that.
do this?
You fucked loser, dude. Remembering the basics of CQC, it's grabbing me. I'm gonna load just like an empty bolt into the quadtoid or into the crossbow. Just kind of like shift it like so. I'm shooting like underneath its just barely underneath its throat. And I'm just gonna shoot upwards, and the bolt will just like fling right through its head, and it releases its grip on me.
How much will as it will kind of sink slowly into the body of water here. Oh.
There you go. Dude, if you rolled a 2, I would have fucking popped off, bro. Ooh.
There you go. This against the quadtoid.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
I said that I would take its head off, and I will keep my promise.
You take its head off. Its head flings off, hits the rock, sinks. Its body sinks.
But
Nice.
that's my turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking kill this bitch!
Power crit.
I don't know if you noticed, but just for pointing it out, because they resist the slashing, I did versatile P, That's why I'm
Okay.
stabbing him.
Very well.
Fucking kill
I
this
was wondering
bitch.
if you were gonna switch it up, but I didn't want to say anything.
Murder! I love murder! Jesus Christ!
I love triple
That
digit
bitch is
damage.
dead!
That's the highest damage roll we have had in the campaign thus far.
That is 12, 12, 9. He rolled max damage on the fire damage.
What the fuck does
God
John do to
damn.
that motherfucker?
No, he's still alive, technically.
I mean, yeah, but how the fuck does he fucking hit that bitch to do that kind of damage?
Dude, I stab at him, but at a downward angle.
At his butt?
No, I mean, I stab at like his back,
Dude,
but I
you
angle the
just
Just like,
That
that,
was
sword.
just like
ass.
that old fucking epic mealtime video where he goes anus to mouth. From anus to mouth.
Anyway. What?
Reactive
No.
strike.
You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch must pay.
God, like you're rolling out of your mind tonight, bro.
Malik,
Dude,
Jonathan Tyus,
I
how do you want to do
love
this?
two-handed.
Execute this man.
As it like tries to dive into the water, I'm just gonna plunge my blade into the top of its head.
And you watch as the electricity aura that it had contained around its body just kind of stops as it lifelessly kind of hangs from the bottom of your blade as the statue of your great old one has blessed you.
He poured alcohol on Cthulhu, and he was like, "Damn, that shit's good. Here you go, bro."
Bro, walk up, pour one out for the homie. He says, damn, bro, bless.
You get the feeling you have satisfied a need for your patron.
Yeah, he'll climb down. He'll just kind of look at it and be like, right? That's good shit. Anyways, see you later, big man. And he'll just walk away from the statue.
You guys watch the wounds he recovered from his like chest and face just kind of sealed up, completely, miraculously just healed. An evil wizard.
But does Kefren himself have a connection to Nyarlathotep?
That's it is up to debate, because if his father was an avatar of Nyarlathotep,
Fuck, we have a third old god encroaching on Xarkell. Fuck me.
supposedly this
Man,
this guy
you know how it is.
this guy is sending Langmen to find the Lich, and if he's sending off like casual raiders, like these guys are merchants, it's most likely just a scouting mission.
Cult on cult violence.
Yeah, it's pretty much, and that's pretty straight up. You guys are entering the underworld of Eldritch cult warfare,
Eldritch gang wars, dude.
essentially.
Okay, so hold on.
He would rather do the deliver the killing blow himself. If he was just offered the phylactery, he might just kill you. It ruins his game. This is a petty man we're talking about, but a very rich and powerful petty man.
A battle between a lich and a
An evil
man.
wizard.
Yeah, no, this is.
This is
He's-
quite
you
above
think-
our pay grade.
If you think politics are complicated, just wait till you get to the petty rivalries of the most powerful men.
Oh yes.
That is just politics.
It is
Then-
politics of the most absurd scale, but
It's,
Then
po-
Jig-
it's politics, except they don't have to pretend like they're being diplomatic.
oh, no.
Mm.
But it is also where the most money is. And he kind of shines the bling he has on his wrists and his fingers.
Then ignore what I've said so far about regarding the phylactery.
Call it a personal thing.
Personal thing. Okay. If that's
Have
what
our
you
own
want to call it.
morals and ideals, I suppose.
Morals and ideals. Darling, not in this line of work. You need to throw those away. What will it be, Yellow Man? Pink One. White Hound. And Captain of the Bleached Bones.
In common, or no, in fucking, what is it? In Sackfroth, V will continue to say and go, "You've given us quite the choice. Do you mind if we converse a bit.
Deliberate, and then come back.
By all means. And in common, V will say, what more information could we get from them?
But we cannot do that.
V will let out a deep sigh and go, fucking fine. Let's go through with the fucking oath.
This one kind of turns around after hearing a little bit of commotion. Goes, everything okay?
And
Is everything to satisfaction? He's looking right at V.
in
And
Sackroth,
Sackroth, no, he's speaking to me, motherfucker. He's in Sackroth. V will say, everything's just peachy. And V will kind of like do what he instructed at first and kind of like put their hand over their right chest, the right bosom.
He's asking everyone to clasp his forearm and then put their left hand over their right breast.
And yeah, V's just gonna put their left hand over their right breast and to grab his arm.
Feredir.
Yeah, Feredir would just kind of look and be like, alright, here we go.
all right. The oath. In exchange for this information you shall give us regarding what you have learned about this rune-scarred lich you are hunting, we make a vow, and may Razanor hear this oath, that we will keep your presence here a secret. You will be anonymous. We may share this information, but the presence of men of Lang will not be brought up. On this, we swear.
And he will say, glory to Razanor.
Glory to Razanor.
And with that, he will unclasp his grip on your forearm, and everyone else will release. And he will look over, very satisfied. The both of them look very satisfied. He goes, I speak on behalf of my partner here as well. The oath will account to him. As for the demon, you need not worry. I don't think he was paying attention. There's more fart bubbles forming. Very well. And he'll go ahead, and you see that they are bringing out some documents from their bag of holding. The avenues. We will not abuse the trust you have given us here.
Well,
and they will scooch on their way. As this guy as he's walking by, he farts on all of you.
You know, that's fun. Why not?
B throws up a little bit.
You have the guess. No,
Damn.
John, you failed.
Yeah.
You got
You know what? Let me
so far.
let me roll for Feredir. Yeah. That shit was stanky.
There wasn't a time I missed the gas mask could be now. Well, let's head off to the pool rooms.
Indeed.